one where it's intent on three focuses: environmental, built environment, and what we call food security, which focuses about health, sustainable communities, and healthy living.
It's been around since November 2006.
And then providing relation to the community and not only the Lower Ninth community, but the greater New Orleans community. We've been able to do a lot of things that I think were sort of pushed on the side prior to Hurricane Katrina. And that disaster has allowed us to continue to move forward, bringing new insight, new endeavors to the Lower Nine, to this community, and setting a model for other underserved communities focused around the water and environment and hurricanes and storms of that nature.
I think we've been successful in a lot of respects. With all the buzz within our city and within our state, all focused on how do we become more resilient, I feel like to a large degree we have fit really well into that vision, and I think we've helped kind of shape that vision. We've kind of, as at least we've been told, been on the forefront ever since Katrina in promoting a sustainable recovery of this neighborhood, Lower Nine, which also speaks to long-term resilience. We are staunch and pretty successful advocates as it relates to wetland restoration, restoration of our natural environment, focusing, of course, on how those natural buffers, those natural systems, along with the man-made hardened infrastructures, really help us over time become and be a more resilient community. And this house that we're in right now, this project, is about how to restore a historic home along energy efficient lines. Again, with all sorts of energy efficient materials and technologies. How do we make our built environment more resilient over time? Because we recognize that there will be other storms that hit us, cousins of Katrina and Rita. It's all about how can we bounce back and be nimble and return to the community quicker, better than what we did before.
A lot has changed in the 10 years, just in the process and the infrastructure of how to deal with tropical storms and major hurricanes. The public has been more aware, gotten more information from government, private industry, professional organizations as it relates to hurricanes, disaster. More people are listening, more people are being, it's important, being more aware of what's going on. It really has made a difference into how we look at life, the quality of life we have, and also to build on that, realizing that, as Charles said, we're a resilient community, we're resilient people. We realize just how resilient we are. We bounce back from a major disaster such as Hurricane Katrina. So we're going to be prepared. We're going to keep our community vibrant, even within a disaster, and be able to bounce back quicker. Everybody has to do their part. After Katrina, it really brought people together. You went back to your neighborhoods and they were shattered and somewhat dysfunctional. Then you got to know who your neighbors were, who were there. And you developed a bond. That bond, once developed, never deteriorated. It just continued to grow. And that is something that the disaster did. It brought people together. It made people know each other and help each other. And that is probably the key to resiliency and the key to sustainability. It's not so much the materials, it's the individuals who bring and how to utilize those materials. So that's another element that we continue to build on and bring in individuals, whether it be educators, academicians, professionals, all races and heritage together, and realizing that, again, the heritage is not so different as we sometimes thought, because in a disaster has no race, it has no gender, it has no income. So you have to rely then on who you are, not what you have. And through that has made a difference.